Hello and welcome back to Liberations Publishing. This is my favorite part of the show, the author interview. So, today we have the pleasure of interviewing Mrs. Patricia Neely-Dorsey.
Hello, glad to be here.
I'm
Just
so happy
excited.
to have you.
Excited to be here to talk about my book, Meet My Mississippi, and you did
Yes.
such a wonderful job on getting it all together and making my dream come true as to how the book looks and just getting it all together.
Well, it was a pleasure doing it. When those pictures started coming in, I started really getting excited because the pictures and the illustrations in the book are just breathtaking. You can just hang them on the wall.
They are amazing. Over 40 beautiful full color pictures. And my mom says they look just like the places. They look just like the locations that you're talking about.
Yes.
And it's called Meet My Mississippi because we're just trying to let people know that we have so much in Mississippi and there's so many places and so many things and attractions that people don't even know about. And in my poem, Meet My Mississippi, I try to let people know there's much more to Mississippi than all of the negatives that are usually portrayed.
Exactly.
And
Exactly.
I want people to love more about Mississippi, learn more about Mississippi, and just know more about Mississippi. And this is a book and this is a poem.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And your book does that.
It does.
I mean, it tells you things that I didn't even know. Like, I didn't know anything about Pine Sol being associated with Mississippi.
Right. And I love that. And I think
Yes.
the kids, I want our kids, I'm very passionate about that I want our kids to be able to be proud of living in Mississippi.
Yes.
And not feel that they have to leave out of Mississippi or that it's a
Yes.
bad place or it's a stigma in being born and living in Mississippi.
Exactly.
And I would have loved to have known from the time I was in kindergarten or first grade that the Kermit the Frog and the Muppets were created by Mississippians.
Exactly.
You know, so I put that in the
Exactly.
book. And things like that Coca-Cola was first bottled in Mississippi.
Yes.
Or that, like you said, Pine Sol was invented in Mississippi. And we use Pine Sol every day. And most of the people have no clue that it was invented in Mississippi.
Had no clue.
But they love to put us at the top of the bad list and the good things are at the bottom. They never want to talk about them. So that's my thing. I'm waving the flag of a positive Mississippi and promoting a positive Mississippi.
And she really does. She is all about Mississippi positive. You know, look her up on Facebook, Patricia Neely-Dorsey.
Yes.
And she is all about a positive Mississippi. You'll learn things that you never knew that came through our great state. You'll be happy to say that you're from Mississippi.
Absolutely.
Once you keep reading Patricia's posts. You got to do that.
And I'm always learning new things about Mississippi. It's really amazing to me. And then I'm like, I need to put more in the book. And I'm calling you and writing you and saying, can I put 20 more pages in the book? Because there is so much to know about Mississippi. And it's like every day I'm finding out all these things. And people are like amazing. And people call me from all states and everywhere. And they ask me questions about Mississippi like I'm the foremost, authority on Mississippi. And I love that. Because I really know a lot of things about Mississippi, and I want to equip our kids to know things about Mississippi and be proud of Mississippi.
Exactly.
Like I told you, I went to school at Boston University.
Yeah.
As soon as I stepped off the plane, that's when I really, really started this. It wasn't with the book and with my books and everything. Age 18 and 19, I mean, the people ask the questions, do you have the animals in the house? Do y'all have indoor plumbing? Do y'all have flooring on the floor? They thought we had wood, like dirt floors. I mean, I'm like, are you serious? You're in college and you're supposed to be educated?
Yeah.
And so everybody, half of my friends called me Tupelo and the other half called me Mississippi because when they saw me coming, okay, guess what we're going to talk about? Mississippi and what you got wrong. And it's so funny because they still remember those things because after I published my first book, one of my friends from Boston called me and said, "Oh my goodness, Patty, is this all the stuff you were trying to tell us when you were in school?" And I'm like, exactly. So I knew that I had done what I needed to do. So,
yeah, you really did. And you still do it.
Absolutely.
You still do it every day. Every day you have something great on your Facebook
every day.
about Mississippi.
What people don't realize is a passion. It's
Yeah.
something that I get up in the morning. It's something I want to do to let people know and tell them different things about Mississippi. And I've done so many interviews on radio, TV, and things. And the thing that is just most heartwarming to me is when people say, like, I never considered coming to Mississippi. I wasn't going to ever step foot in Mississippi. But reading your poems and reading the things and things that you say, I can't wait to pack my bags. And I'm like, oh, that's what I'm talking about.
have just as much beauty, just as much education, entertainment.
We do.
We have
and
a beautiful
talent
state.
galore.
Oh
I
my
mean,
God.
if it wasn't for the talent of the music
Mm-hmm.
and things like that that came out of Mississippi,
Yes.
what would we have?
I
From
know.
the blues to rock
Exactly.
and roll, and everybody who knows me knows I am a huge Elvis fan.
Yeah,
So
she's an Elvis
and it's
fan.
so funny because all of my Facebook friends are so funny. When my husband and I first got married, and it'll be 25 years in September, I told him, I said, it's two things you need to remember if we don't keep this on track. I think we were having an argument or something. We've been married like a year or so. I said, honey, you need to remember. Number one, I'm a star. Number two, Elvis is still the king.
All right. Two great things for every husband to remember.
And so now we'll be sitting around sometimes and I'll say, what? Elvis is what? And he'll say, oh, still the king.
That's a good husband.
Exactly. So that's what I want people to know. I mean, everybody from around the world. And the Elvis Festival is coming up very soon. Well, it's like the first week, second week in June.
Okay.
And people from all over the world
really
come
do.
to Tupelo, Mississippi
They really
to see
do.
a two-room shack.
They
Shotgun
really do.
house.
They really do.
And they come from Germany, they come from
Yes.
China. I'm talking about not just for the festival, all through the year.
Yes.
They take these tours to come just to Tupelo to see, to see the home of Elvis.
He really made a great impact though.
He did.
He
Coming
really
from
did.
Tupelo, Mississippi
Yes.
in a shotgun house. So they have to tell you, it's not where you come from, but
Exactly.
Mississippi has so many wonderful things as far as music.
We do. We have a wonderful little
Mm-hmm.
state. And you know, Patricia, whenever we get together, we just talk.
We do.
And we'll give you, hey, two
We do.
years worth of shows in one city.
We do.
But what we're going to do is we're going to let Patricia read her poem that inspired this beautiful book, Meet My Mississippi.
Thank you. I want to say about the poem that the poem, when it first, it has been through the legislature, and we're really trying to get this as our state poem because it's such a teaching tool. 2015, 2016, and 17, it went through the legislature as far, but it didn't get out of committee. So we're hoping that in 2019 that it's gonna. So y'all help us. Call your legislatures.
Yes.
Call anybody you know, senators, representatives, and let them know. Please let the poem out of committee so it can go for a vote at least.
Yes. Yes.
And this is a poem. Meet My Mississippi. William Faulkner's sanctuary, Eudora Welty's home state, Elvis Presley's birthplace, the bulk of the Natchez Trace, Choctaw Nation native land, rolling hills of the Chickasaw Band, sprawling beaches along the Gulf Coast shore, one bluesman's crossroads and inspiration for more, like Albert, Beebe, Bucka, Howlin' Wolf, Little Milton, and Muddy Waters, who came to the fore. There's farm-raised catfish, Delta tamales, seafood galore, and warm front porch welcomes with a wide open door. Creative muse for Barks, Stetson, Peavy, Viking, and Henson's famous green frog, and where the Southern crosses the yellow dog. An abundance of history, tradition, and folklore, with ruins of Windsor, Vicksburg Battlefield, Emerald Mound, and far mounds to explore. You'll find an authentic disco carousel merry-go-round where Jimmy Rogers fathered a unique country sound. She's a place where Coca-Cola was bottled for the very first time and Pine Sol invented to combat dirt and grime. She's a ride down the mighty river on the American Queen and some of the most beautiful countryside that you've ever seen. She's music and melodies and the mockingbird songs by valor in arms and faith ever strong. She's magnolias blooming around Jackson's Capitol Dome with the buzz of the honeybee and sweet scent of the honeysuckle that forever say home. Since December 10, 1817, our 20th state. Go Mississippi, the hospitality state. Roll on Mississippi, your true state of grace.
Woo!
Yeah, that's our state poem, yay!
I think that's a great state poem.
It is, that should be our state poem.
It really should.
And what I want to say about the poem, and it's great for all ages. I speak to kindergarten classes, 5th grade, 10th grade, whatever.
Yeah.
But it's so sad that, I ask them questions about Mississippi and they don't know anything about it. Like they don't know the state, they'll know the state flower and the state bird, but they don't know the state motto or anything like that. So it has it in the poem.
Yeah. It's a great teaching tool.
It is.
It's a
It's
great
a one,
teaching
and the
tool.
teachers can use this in their Mississippi Studies classes as a
Yes.
supplement in the Mississippi Studies, and there's just so
Yeah.
much that they can. And it's for all ages.
Yeah.
I mean, from kindergarten on up, because they can start with just looking at the beautiful pictures.
Yeah.
There are like over 40 beautiful, amazing pictures done by my Facebook friend, and now more than Facebook friend, Brenda Ragsdale.
Oh,
She lives in Guntown, Mississippi. And we met through a mutual Facebook friend who lived in South Mississippi who introduced us.
Oh, wow.
That we didn't even know each other. So, and we found out that we lived right down the road from each other.
Oh, that's amazing.
So I would tell Brenda what I wanted and show her some things, and she just knocked it out the park.
Yeah,
and this was her very first time doing watercolors. Can you believe that? And she just did it amazingly.
She did. She's an amazing artist.
So pleased with it.
She just brought those pictures to life.
She did. She brought everything that I wanted to show. And I think people will get an idea of Mississippi when they look through. They'll know these places. And you can use it as your literary guide, a roadmap.
Exactly.
You know, for the summer or whatever. The kids can learn about these places and then take a road trip.
Yeah.
You know, and use that as a guide. And it'll just show you those different places because we have so much in Mississippi.
We really do.
If anybody has ever been to the B.B. King Museum in Indianola, Mississippi, it is absolutely amazing.
And people love him too.
It can, all over the world.
They love the blues,
We have the king of rock and roll and the king of the blues out of where?
Out of Mississippi.
Yeah. You know, so it's just amazing. So I think that every person in Mississippi should have this book. I really do. I think it should be on every coffee table. It should grace the home of every Mississippi person. And everybody will want to have this for their grandkids and their kids. And I just say, it's a way to spread love of Mississippi across generations.
It really is. It really is. And I'm suggesting that everyone, if you can buy the book and send it to your family that doesn't live in Mississippi, it'll be a blessing to them.
Absolutely.
You know, it'll represent who you are, where you came from, and plus it'll be a good way to help with our sales because we're all about getting our sales. We're all about promoting Mississippi.
Right.
We're all about the talent in Mississippi. If Atlanta can do it, we can do it here in Mississippi.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's what our goal is.
Tourism, all the tourism people and the places, they can put them in their little gift bags.
Yes.
And when people are coming in from Mississippi, the realtors, I always tell them it's a great closing day gift for somebody who's just moving to Mississippi. It'll tell you some of the great things that are in Mississippi. And it'll be almost like you already know the state. You know?
And you know what I just thought about? Maybe we can contact Love's Truck Stop.
Yeah.
Because, you know, they have a little gift shop in there. And I think this would be great.
It would be great for any of those places. On the Next Trace, any visitor center, anything like that. Meet My Mississippi, because it just sums it up in one little small context, textual way.
Yeah. Meet My Mississippi.
Yes. Meet My Mississippi. You'll love her.
All right, so this was a wonderful show with Patricia. We're so glad that you watched. We hope we inspired you about the wonderful state of Mississippi, and we'll be right back.
I'm Jasmine,
I'm Brittany.
and this is
Makeup Minutes.
Today we're going to talk about putting your personality in everything that you wear and how to get it to
Into complimenting yourself as
yes,
well.
yes,
Flattery.
yes, because those are two important things
Exactly.
of clothing, pretty much. All right, so I'm going to start off by talking about how I put my personality into what I wear. And what I do is, like, when I go shopping, I just find that anything that catches my eye, I'm like,
Right.
I'm a quick shopper, so I'm like, that's cute, pick it up. That's cute, pick it up. I'm not thinking.
Lonely shopper.
Yeah. So when I see, and then I don't even really think about how it looks on me, because I usually get some, when I buy stuff, I make sure I'm okay with it being a little big. It's just, that's cute. If it's a large, it's okay. I'm just gonna buy it and I'm gonna wear it. And so you're just gonna have to learn to put your personality and stuff by not going for the marketing schemes that the stores are putting out. Like, they can put out the best outfit on the mannequin,
Right.
and you're just like, I want that outfit. But if that outfit isn't you, you don't want that outfit.
Exactly.
Yes.
And especially if the outfit doesn't flatter you, just
Yeah.
because it's on the mannequin, it doesn't mean that it's gonna flatter your body type
Yes,
or
because
what you're
those
trying
mannequins
to
are usually ideal,
Yeah, I do.
and that's why they put them up there, so you can say, oh, even if the mannequin is plus size, it's still ideal. It's
Exactly.
not, because for some reason, plus size models, they still don't have a stomach.
Right.
You know, they still don't have that bulge, and most women do have that bulge, and that's what we try to cover up.
Exactly. So again, get it back into that complimenting yourself and flattery. Definitely, you can wear pieces that's modern, just because you are plus size, or you are smaller. You don't have to resort to things in the past. I guess you could say, like, one of the big things, what they say, like mom jeans or something like that.
Yeah, mom jeans are nice though.
I actually like mom jeans, but to give you an example, that's something that people.
You don't have to. If you're smaller, your clothes don't always have to be tight. If you're bigger,
Right.
your clothes don't always have to be
big. Exactly.
It's what flatters you,
Right.
and your personality. Like I said, I like my clothes to be bigger, just because I know that's just how my style is. It is.
Right.
So when I get clothing, it's gonna be something really. The pattern is what sticks out more to me. Some people, it's the style of the clothing.
Right.
Some people really just like one specific style, and they can wear that style to death. But I go for the pattern. It's like what it looks like and the colors. That is what draws me to it.
Yeah, definitely. And speaking of colors and patterns, like what I have on now, especially like stripes and things like that. If you're on a plus size side, sometimes patterns can work good for you. They can hide trouble areas that you're not confident of showing. At the moment, definitely layered dresses like this one that I have on. It's covering. I have a big bust, but you can't tell because of the layering on the top. So that's again coming into that flattering yourself. You want to be the best you.
If you want to pick out something that you see and you can see yourself wearing, and you can see exactly what you can put it with, or exactly where you can wear it to. And I think this is about the end of Makeup Minutes for this episode. But next week, we're going to have a professional makeup artist, and she's going to show us how to do the real deal, because I think we consider ourselves novices.
Right.
But she's going to show us how to do everything right, and she's going to do our makeup. And so
on this show.
Yes. She's going to help us
glamify and bring up our personality and professional makeup.
And she's gonna help us help you.
Exactly.
All right, so we'll see you next time.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Good morning. I am Jessica Spraggins, bringing you the 411 with Miss Tracy Cook today. I have her. She's from Aberdeen, Mississippi. And could you give us a little bit of history behind what it is that you do?
Okay, my name is Tracy Cook. I'm a life coach. I'm a motivational speaker and also an author. The title of my book is Revelations of God, which you see here. And basically, the book is a commentary of Revelations. Sometimes when we read Revelations, you know, it's prophetic and you can't really understand it. And God have given me that to share with His people, so you can get that also. I'm also a member at Town Creek Missionary Baptist Church under the leadership of Dr. Charles Davidson, where I'm in ministry, been 12 years now. So I'm excited about what God is doing in this time with my life.
Okay. So how would you say that your ministry and your life coaching go hand in hand?
Okay, good question. It goes hand in hand because in order for me to coach people, you know, when they're dealing with issues and trying to achieve what they feel like they can't achieve, I have to be close to God, you know, because I can't feed the people if I'm not getting fed. So it's my priority to be close to God and have a relationship with God, because I need that, you know, in order to feed His people. Because whatever I give them is not what I think, you know, even though the number one thing is that life experiences qualifies me,
Right.
you know, because I done been there and I done done that, and I know what God can do, you know, so if He did it for me, He could do it also for someone else. So it goes hand in hand that way. I need the Holy Spirit.
Okay. So is there any topics during your life coaching that you cover more than others?
It is. I specialize in relationships, mainly the singles. I'm a single mother with 3 kids. I have been married before. I'm divorced, but I had to learn to live the single life and be happy. You know, so right now I also have a book coming out which entitles Being Successful While Being Single. And basically it touches on dealing with you as being a whole, you know, enjoying your life as a single person. And if you're a woman, wait for God, you know, to send that man to you, and don't settle for less. Because when we're single, we want to settle for less, you know, been there and done that. So a lot of that is on my blog, you know, on my website, and you can read a little bit about that. And for a man, you know, when God present that woman to you, you'll know, you know, but be happy being single first.
Okay. So that is something that you would say to all the single women out there that wants love and is trying to find love.
Yes, definitely, definitely. Wait on God, wait on God. And don't settle for less. Be happy with yourself. Build yourself up, you know, daily. Be happy with yourself. Take yourself out, you know, and don't settle for less.
Right. That sounds good. And I think more of us single women need to hear that type of motivation from other single women.
Yes.
Because we do have the tendency to settle.
Oh, yes.
So, yeah, I like that.
Yes.
And as far as your book, what would be the thing that you say that inspired you to write that? Because we do read Revelation and everybody has different understandings. And so what do you think that inspired you to write this book?
Well, basically, just studying it, I got curious about it. I had a hunger to just study it and meditate on it and hear God about it. And so pretty much how this happened, it didn't take a day to write this book. Really? It's like he was doing his own thing. And I wrote this book in a day up under the Holy Spirit. So basically, we know we're in the end times. And He says in His word that we perish because of lack of knowledge, you know. And a lot of things are going on in the world and they don't have the knowledge to try to, you know, seek out what's going on, you know. So basically in Revelation, it lays it out. Basically, it lays it out what have happened, what's gonna happen, you know, and it's because we leaving here. You know, we going somewhere, and it tells us all that in the book of Revelations.
So for someone wanting to find your book, purchase your book, where would they go?
Okay, you can purchase it on Amazon.com, Revelations of God. Also, I have copies with me. You can contact me at 662-346-9086. I also have a Facebook page under Tracy R. Cook and also Coach Tracy.
Okay. And that's going to conclude the interview, the 411 with Miss Tracy Cook, and her contact information is below. Thank you.